Okay. So we're in the fight caves. We've got our banker's note. What? What is the point of this relic? It doesn't work!
Did you bark it?
No! Weeble! What? What? Oh my god! I did 150K! In 3, in 2, in 1! Come on, come on, come on! Let's go! Boom! It's done! No way! No way! There's no way! Oh, no! That's small. Boom! Oh my god! What the fuck? What? That's what? All right, Zuck, please give me a full book. That would make me so happy, dude. Oh, let's go! I got the full book! Oh, what the? What? No way! There is no way! I've never had a double drop in my life with this boss! Charge! Boss! I teleported! What? This is where Tall and Manly died. It's not fine! I got double bowled again! Oh no! No, 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 no. No!
And y'all say I'm the weak link? Oh, no, no, no. You're short, you're bad at the game, and you can't even kill Harak.
Alright, and I just went like that.
Ow! Oh! Double rim! Oh my god! Oh my god, double rim! World first! There's no way! There's actually no way! That is so insane! I'm critting. That's it. Done. Let's go! Yes! Are you ready? 3, 2, done! Yes! Boom! So I'm kind of hoping that I don't get a drop on a reroll. Oh my god! Just kidding! I'm absolutely kidding! I take it back! 3, 2, 1! Yes, let's go! Let's freaking go, dude! Yes! 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 Okay! Back to the G! Quick! Did I win? No shot! What? Wait, what? A double drop? Good morning, gamers, and welcome to what is going to be our final day of leagues. How's everyone doing? It's been fun. It's been a good one. It's definitely been, without a doubt, one of, I would actually say without a doubt, the best RuneScape 3 leagues we've ever had. Undeniably, the best RS3 leagues in history. And we're almost at the end of it. But yeah, welcome in. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Sorry for the late start today. You know what I was doing today? I was scripting and writing for my leagues review, and I was feeling very creative. I wrote a lot. So after stream tonight, I'm going to be recording it, which is good. I mean, it means we're making good progress. Can someone tell me if Slayer Helmet add-on stack the Salve Amulet? Yes, it should. But yeah, hi everyone. How we doing? Crummy, thank you so much for the Prime sub as well. I appreciate it. How is everyone today? Happy Tuesday. So we're starting today 2,500 points exactly from becoming a dragon. So what I wanted to do while we chat for a little bit is Elliot recommended I Train Thieving by pickpocketing Crux Knights and then just guzzling food when they blow me to smithereens? So that was Elliot's suggestion. We'll see if it was a base suggestion or not. It's looking pretty good so far. Crystal Mask. Oh yeah, wait. Don't you have to do a quest for that? I think you do. Ain't there a quest for Crystal Mask? I'm pretty sure there is. There's no quest for it in Leagues. Oh. Okay, well, let me get that really quick. But yeah, welcome everybody. How are we doing today? Crystal Mask is on Ancients, right? Yeah, should be. Ancient Skiller Spells. Oh, wow. Dude, I could have sworn there was a quest for this. But, okay. Body, Fire, Earth, Soul. All right. All right, back to heads. I suppose. Actually, I'll grab my ritual shard too. I mean, this 99 should take like 4 minutes, so I don't know how needed this is, but let's get it. There is a quest in the live game. Oh, okay. So it's a quest skip. It's a properly executed quest skip. Is that what I'm hearing? Because that's big if true. All right, let's go. Very good. Unlike intercepted heal other, yeah. Fair. But yeah, welcome everybody. I probably didn't need this many brews. I'm not gonna lie. This seems like it's going quite well. But yeah. So, plan for today's stream. I'm kind of excited about it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna be getting Dragon, and then once we've acquired Dragon, before we log out of Leagues for the last time, I also want to redo my tier list of every relic now that we've played with almost every relic. Because I feel like our ratings on a lot of them are going to change. And I thought it would be interesting. I'm not going to lie. Josh, I don't know what you just sent me. Oh! I do know what you sent me. Yeah, it's good. It's real good. Oh yeah, we get a placeholder emote. It's beautiful. It's actually really funny. POTUS, you thank you for the 20 months. Appreciate it. Welcome in. We're going back to the range account after Dragon, right? I think we're going back to the main after Dragon. I mean, really what I'm doing is I am going to dedicate some time to making my Leagues review. We're going to play the main and try out all the new power creep. And then, I don't know, I'll go outside, I guess. I mean, we actually do have some going outside on the schedule. Kind of excited about that. You don't know what, though, actually. I think I want some Millennium today. I think that's the right move. But yeah, why don't we go look at our task list? And let's figure out how we're going to get our last... what is it? 2,500 points? It may not be that easy, you know? What if we stall out completely? Dude, I love that 125 chompies was a task. That actually cracks me up, bro. It's a good example of like, what? Anyway, okay. Yeah, I will not be doing most of these. You know what we should do, chat? I think we just nuke all of the 30-pointers. Yeah, I just think I've got a lot of easy 30-pointers. I mean, I've also got some easy 80-pointers, though. Like, make an acronium bar. That's a pretty easy one. Wait, 25 easy clue scrolls. Okay. Cook 1,000. Yeah, okay. I think we're going to win. Trap a saber-tooth Kayat. Okay. 10 Heffen laps for 80? That's probably worth doing. Luminite injector, maybe. That's going to take a bit of time, so I don't want to do it. A Harmony Pillar should be really easy. Anti-Virus is instantaneous. Incandescent Energy. I do have 95 Divvy banked, so I'll maybe pile that. Lanica Spear, no. 100 Rex Matriarchs, no. 100 Vindy, no. Dude, easy clues might actually be kind of worth it. Catch Black Cell. Okay, yeah, dude. Build a Gilded Alt. Holy crap. Look at this. Fertile Soil. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to have Dragon in like an hour. It might be less than an hour. Nothing has changed in the live game? Wait, yes, there has been. I haven't played any of the new Magic stuff. Oh my god, I'm brewed down, so now I can't use Crystal Mask. Oh, okay. That feels like a bit of a miss, perhaps. Wait, isn't the bank at Het's, like, over this way? I think it is. Do the clue method with easy to take like 1,000 in 2 hours. Yeah, I was going to try out the clue method. I need to figure out what the easiest task is. Like the easiest or the most common easy clue scroll step. And then once I've done that, I'm probably good to go. Okay, sorry. We kind of bungled this a bit. It's any dig step. They're all the same weight. Cool, cool, cool. Agility opposite, I'll be bad. Yeah, so I was thinking I might do agility after I do the really easy 80 pointers. Purely for that reason. Because I'd like 95 agility, I think, and double surge, because that's 400 points. Craft a bolas takes 2 seconds. Unlock bladed dive. Now I'm good. Make a perfect juju potion. I mean, I could do that. The wild pie one is pretty good too. Okay. Let's go to the 200 pointers. Yeah, 99 thieving we're doing right now. $95 all would be a lot of points, but I actually don't know if it's needed point-wise. I think we've got better avenues, perhaps. Oh yeah, Rogue's Castle save cracking. I think we're gonna have to do. Oh yeah, 50 Slayer tasks. Chat, I've done 49 Slayer tasks, I believe. Yeah, I've literally done 49 Slayer tasks, so we should maybe do one single Slayer task. We'll start there. Hello, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate the 2 months. Rogue's Logmatic Quest. No, it isn't. The people don't understand. I've done half an agility course with Light Creature and it didn't tick off. Really? That's not good. That seems kind of suboptimal. Wait, did my Thieving Brawlers break? They must have. That's too bad. So, is there someone better than these guys to do? I'm assuming not really. Like, I could go to Dwarf Traders, I guess. That is 97 thieving. What's the XP div? Wiki pickpocketing. It's like a 5-minute difference at this point, if any. Yeah, I'm not expecting it to be much. I just figure if we're gonna do it, we may as well do it right. You know? Oh my god, my invent. This is pissing me off a bit. Okay, we'll be fine. So Crux Knights are 277. Traders are 556. Wait. Wait, and they hit less. Okay. Yeah, we're going to Keldegrim. I'm sure they hit, like, a lot more if you consider catch chance, but holy. Yeah, they're actually double the XP, unless the wiki is wrong. Oh, are the guards going to be annoying, though? Oh, they probably are. Wait, let me go to a high pop world. Surely if I go to the most populous world... they'll be pre-lured, right? Okay, maybe not. I just want to see what 16 times XP rate dwarf traders are like. Oh my god, it's really good. Oh, and then you can't pickpocket when the guard's on you. Oh, that is kind of annoying. Okay. Okay, yeah, that is slightly annoying. What about Arvel? In Lechia? I'll try it. Was any of this worth it? Probably not, but it's fine. Oh, no. Wait, saved? What loot can we get from these guys? Is it any good? Oh, my God. Arvel got hands. Wait. She's cooking me. Wait, holy. Okay, seemingly nothing. All right, we're so back. Dude, I'm actually getting blasted. 4 in a row? Wait, this is crazy. Wait, she's just punching me. Am I even pickpocketing at this point? Wait, what? Bro. I've got the wrong prayer on, but also, damn. I got absolutely wailed on. Yeah, this actually doesn't seem better than Crux Knights. Even with all the boosts. Cause yeah, I'm getting kind of boned. That's okay though. Dude, when she hit me 10 times in a row. Okay, yeah, I'm going back to Crux Knights. Okay, stop punching me. Jeez. You lured the guards on 285? Ah. Well, that could work. Dude, it's weird seeing the Gold Cloak world with only 40 people on it. Chat, is it almost like people are mostly done with leagues? That's not possible, though. I don't believe it. How does that even work? Thank you, Josh. Gridmaster 2 fun? Okay, I feel like people are getting close to being done with Gridmaster 2, though. Maybe it's just, like, time to play RuneScape, you know? Could be. But yeah, no, I spent a lot of time today working on my Leagues review. It's coming along nicely, I would say. We're speedrunning now? Yeah, so how is that going? What's the world record? Is it still... Because I think Foe had the fastest one for a bit, right? And then I'm assuming now someone has like a... I don't know. 7 hour? 6 hour? $8.16 by friend. Ooh. How does a randomizer run work? Does that mean you just like swap your order around as you go? Actually, wait, how does Gridmaster even work? Like, I know it's a grid. But do you have to pick like one tile after your main tile? Okay, you get a 7x7 bingo card. Completing any task for a reward. Completing full rows and columns can play special, more powerful rewards. Okay. So is it randomly generated? The bingo grid system is intended to be pulled for implementation within the main game world. Whoa. Wait, that's crazy. Okay. It's the same every time. Ah, okay. So people are just speedrunning it by figuring out the best route. But I guess you could do them in whatever order you want. Banker's note. Oh, no, wait. Does their banker's note work, though? That's my question. It probably does. Like a dream? It notes and unnotes? Wait, it does both? Wait, what do you mean? How does that work? You get an unlimited shark. Is that the corrupted shark? Kind of cool. Comp percent. Bro, how did people not get out of the tutorial? Oh no, there's a guard! Mods? Remove his legs. I mean, it's probably fine. Saved. Ryan, can I get your thoughts? Oh yeah, someone made a Leagues Plus Flask. I am not gonna lie, I saw that. There were definitely Leagues tasks that were more silly than a Blessed Flask. I was expecting to find out today that there was actually a secret Leagues task for making a Blessed Flask. Oh, that's you? You made a Leagues Plus Flask. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Best killer you can do is add a don't mess with my interface option so that it doesn't close your interface or chat whenever attack prayer runs out, Bobby Duck dies for bleed after you teleport to Wars. I mean, I think that's a little far saying it's the best QOL they could add, but yeah, I think it would be nice. That is 98 thieving. One more level. I actually don't even know if this is worth the play. But, you know, genuinely, like, I think it's super reasonable that you did that. I see absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm just making sure there aren't any 200 pointers that are very easy. Build a demonic throne. Okay, that seems like a very easy one. How bad is a 200 streak at Fishing Frenzy? I'm assuming pretty bad. $20 minutes? Oh, definitely not doing that. I think I have a lot more easier points than that somehow. Oh, it's literally just an infinite magic stones. Oh. Okay, yeah, we definitely do that. I'm in. Think of Grandmasters, everything's unlocked. Unlike leagues where you have areas locked. Wait, we don't have any areas locked? What do you mean? We got none of that. OSRS leagues. Wait, what's OSRS leagues? Is that like RS3 leagues, but for OSRS? It must be. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm just cleaning up the tier list. I'm not moving anything. I'm keeping everything where it was. Nice. Perfect. Because once we hit Dragon, I want to re-tier every relic in leagues, just for fun. Area logging is the best part of leagues, in my opinion. I mean, something I feel that was missing from this leagues is there was not a lot of meaningful decision-making that had to be done for what relics you pick. There were, like, obviously better relics just about across the board. But yeah, we can talk about that later. It's all good. Have I decided what's next? Yeah, I mean, first off, after leagues, like, I need to rest a little bit, to be entirely honest with you. I think I went a little bit too hard. And I need a little bit of a chill zone. So I was thinking we do something easy for the next couple weeks. So first off, I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to a wedding over the weekend, like this weekend. But when I'm back, I think I want to do something easy and restful. So I was thinking we go get Grandmaster on the main. I just, like, I don't feel like I want to do anything skill-based for a little bit. So, yeah, we'll probably grab Grandmaster. And then after that, I think I'll be refreshed enough to, like, genuinely launch our next big thing, whatever that may be. I'm not kidding either. Like genuinely. Oh, no! Josh, I'm gonna die! He said, oh, I left. Best of luck. Bro, this guy. All right, fine. I'm going to leave too. I'm going to Priv. We'll finish it there. Yeah, no, genuinely though, like on a serious note, going for Grandmaster is gonna be easier than like launching a new series. You know what I mean? Where there are lots of moving parts and like that's way more complex. So I'm not kidding about that being a good option. But yeah. I mean, it's not just Grandmaster. I've got some regular Master ones too. Oh my god, I still want to do the Zuck Melee Challenge. The triple Jad with Melee Challenge. I just think it would be fun. But yeah, that is where I'm at. How are you guys? What's your level of RuneScape interest, burnout, all that stuff? Anybody else go really, really hard for leagues and then feel like they lost part of themselves? Or is that just me? You're triple logged on the main game right now? Wait, W. The main game hurts? Dude, imagine if the league's relics were actually powerful. It'd be even worse. Day 20 of Inktober, over a week left. That's so sick. I got a very late start with leagues because I was having a lot of fun on Iron Man, and now I'm going really hard. Nice. Wait, why don't I load up my Grace of the Elves? We go charge all. Also, right now I'm not getting caught. I think I could get 99 just by doing a circuit. Should be winnable. Players they realize they did not extend much and maybe want to basically start a new account. Nice. Yeah, I've heard some people say they made a new Iron Man after leagues, which is honestly pretty heartening. Thinking of de-hardcoring my Iron Man so I can boss. I'm in such a weird spot with my hardcore. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I think that death did so much psychic damage to me that I almost don't even want to bring it back. Maybe I will at some point. Maybe I just need more time, but oh. That's weird because your death brought so much joy to me. Ah. Amazing. Guys, we're almost 99. I actually don't even know if this is worth the time, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. Bro, why is your name a hot dog legs? I'm just putting that out there. Okay. Am I going for 99 strength in real life? I'm already there. Alrighty. That is 99 thieving coming in. 200 league points. On to the next task. And the next task, I think, should be completing 1 Slayer assignment at the level 1 Slayer Master. Considering I'm currently on 49. That is the right move. All right, Jacqueline, what do you got for me, boss? Zombies. Perfect. This is a 200-point task, by the way. Somehow, a 200-point task. I mean, I guess it's a lot of tasks. It feels too easy because we only have to do one right now. And that is 200 Slayer assignments completed. Very nice. I could also do 25 more, but I don't think I need to. All right. Next step, I'm going to make a demon throne, which is 25 marble things. Let's do that. Not marble. What are they even called? I'm just going to go to Ithel and figure it out. Magic stone. That's the one. I actually think I need more money. Slightly too broke for this one. What's the best option for tier 4? Either Production Master or Clue Connoisseur. Both are good. The near-death at Furies, 20 minutes for KK, was such a turn of events. Yeah. That was a sign of more things to come, perhaps. Yeah, I would say, what's your gold odd, man? Are you going for Dragon? Or are you going for tier 7? And then you want to have fun? That's the actual question. If you're going for Dragon, I would go Clue Connoisseur. If you're just going for tier 7, I would take Production Master. Hi, Nope Fran, man. Thank you for the 66 months. I appreciate it. Tier 7 to start. Not sure on Dragon yet. There's a task for making a Dragon Throne. I know. I'm about to do it. I'm slightly short on money. I think I can do it now. Your house is in Rivington? Uh-oh. Can you move my house? To... Wasn't it Relica for a task? Yeah, it was. And then I move it to Priff for another task. Look at me go. Easy 60 points. And then I build a throne room. There we go. And then we build... Wait, what? Do I not have enough? Oh, I don't. One moment. Saved. And that is a beautiful demon throne. Dude, getting 50 mil construction is probably so fast. At 400k XP per action. Yeah, that actually probably goes insane. I don't know that we need it, but yeah, kind of cool. There's also one for making a gilded altar. So let's build an altar room too. Marble blocks, gold leaves, bolts of cloth. Oh, I'm out of money again. Oh no. One moment. Memorabilia Demon Throne in 2010. I just saved up for months. Was it for any reason, or you just like wanted to sit on it? Which is like, that's valid, by the way. Dude, okay, I should have disassembled the invent before I did that, but it's probably fine. Just a minor error in my judgment. You just wanted a best-in-slot house. That's actually kind of insane. Also, sorry, I've got a bit of a stuffy nose today, chat. I think I might be getting sick. Which is interesting. We'll see what happens, though. I feel fine. I'm just cognizant that I sound not great. That's okay, though. We made it to the end of leagues. Surely that's the important part. Get these all DA'd, and then we'll be all good. Apparently I watched it reset even though I haven't missed a stream. Oh no! Callus, what happened? That's got to be the worst thing that Twitch has done all week. Wait. Perhaps not. Okay. Bolt of cloth, gold leaf, marble block. Just a little Twitch joke. Gilded altar for another 80 points. We are 1,700 points away from Dragon. Holy. Kind of on a pace, to be honest. Okay, what next? I mean, I could crack saves. That will take 15, 20 minutes in itself, though. You know what? Let's do our 80 pointers first. Craft a bolas. That is allegedly a very fast task. What did Twitch do? A bunch of stuff went down at TwitchCon involving having bad security, and not doing a great job of caring about people's safety. And, what else? Just a bunch of bungling. Do it without the wiki? You think I need the wiki? To make a bolas. Also, the CO streaming the day after. I mean, or going out the night of, too. I've got to say, for a company that does care a lot about PR, clearly, most companies do a better job pretending to care. You know what I mean? Like, actually caring is rare and hard to find in this industry. But pretending to care? Okay. So I believe I need... Oh, that's it. That was 80 points? All right, we're cooking. Okay, what's next? Cast fertile soil once. I think I can handle that one. What do I cast it on? Amber Alert? Holy, what the? What? Bro, that woke up the cat. That was crazy. Yeah, wow. That was a lot. It was a missing person. 500 kilometers away from me. Sorry, where is fertile soil? Am I on the right spellbook? I am. I need earth roots. There we go. 80 more leagues points. Upgrade my gem bag. I've got to say, for a league with a lot of dungeoneering-related reward tasks, I was surprised that dungeoneering tokens weren't boosted. There's the gem bag. There is the gem bag upgrade. And there are the 80 leagues points. Okay, what's next? Gilded altar done. Oh, catch 25 black salamanders. Also, I know people have been asking, like, if you haven't done any of these easy tasks, what have you been doing the whole league? I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know how I managed to miss literally all of the easy tasks, but now we're benefiting from it. Elite achievement diaries are free points. You and I have very different definitions of what makes something free points. I've got to say. It feels like an oversight they didn't fix in time. See, that's my thing about this league. Like, if there had been, like, a few things like that, I think I would feel a lot better. But it kind of feels like half of the league is like that. You know? Like, I think I'm genuinely very lenient when it comes to, like, oh, this thing wasn't working correctly. Ah, it's okay, not a big deal. But because it was, like, half the league that wasn't working, it very much had a profound impact on how I felt about it. My favorite example, by the way, is Elite Tectonic. It's so funny, dude. So Elite Tectonic is made out of 4 different things, right? There are 4 components. There is the next item, which is boosted, okay? There is the chaotic, which is not boosted. There is the tectonic energy, which is not boosted. And then there's the draconic energy, which is actually rarer in leagues than it would be in the live game. Help me. That's a very good example of the main problem that absolutely plagued this league. You can't access the forge like other sleeps? I think you can. Was it not a quest skip? Or is it a quest skip that doesn't work? Yeah, no, that was a skip. That was a skip. Dude, this is a lot of XP. We're kind of flying right now. Wait, could I have trapped telekinesis here? I'm assuming no. It'd be kind of cool though to just stand in the middle and just man all of the traps at once. GM Gamers, hi Zebra Bubbles. Welcome to almost the end of leagues. For me, obviously. Also, I'm almost at 1,000 creatures caught. I feel like I should probably get that done. Like, we just go to Hets and finish it? Probably may as well. What's the plan after? I think I'm gonna go for Grandmaster. That sounds fun. Here we go. That is 24 and 25 black salamanders caught. And I'm also 48 creatures away from hunting 1,000 creatures, which is another league's task. So I think I'm going to go to Hets really quick and get that done while we're, you know, in our hunter era. Meanwhile, I'm slowly progressing through tier 5. Reasonable. Let's go to Hets. Am I going to do the red salamander? I think I did already. Yeah, I did. But I haven't done red dragonhide somehow. So we will have to do that. Crosa's front is faster? Wait, is it really? I feel like it's probably not. Like, legitimately faster. I mean, it might be. I just feel like because I can multi-click and each click counts. Yeah, maybe it's similar, actually. I wonder if you get a forecast skip with your buffs. I think I could do the skip part. I don't think I could phase it to the skip part. This is faster. Yeah, it kind of feels reasonable. I will say, I did get my accounts confused, though, because one of my other playthroughs, I had, I think, getting 5 at a time. I think I did anyway. That would have helped. I wonder how many points it's going to be. I'm assuming this is an 80-pointer. It's actually easy points. That's how it works, though, when you're at 900 and things randomly. I'm in a similar boat for woodcutting as well. I might need to go become a lumberjack really quick. Become a lumberjack and just win. Dude, we're so close to Dragon. It's actually crazy. Especially since we just started stream, too. There we go. That's 1,000 creatures caught. On to the next. I have almost chopped 1,000 trees. Mine 200 soft clay. Okay. Do I have any other chop tasks? Arctic pines that are quest locked. I'm not gonna bother. Okay. Next on my list. Oh, make 15 anti-fire potions. Like regular anti-fire potions. Yeah, I have done Paradox, yeah. I've done a lot of those kinds of tasks. Not all of them, but... Does having a luck ring help at this point? No, I don't think so. Not really, anyway. Wait, is there a task for super anti-fires? Nope, just the regular ones. All right. Fair enough. They should have invented an anti-fire plus plus for you. I mean, they have the extended anti-fire. Does that not count? I feel like that could count. That's a valid anti-fire. But, you know, I've got a lot of herblore tasks that are just like literally make and invent potions and get 80 leagues points. So let's get those ones done. How close are to 50 mil prayer? I've got 50 mil prayer done. Okay, that is 15 anti-fires done for another 80 points. Next up, I think I want to do prey pots and ranars because I haven't done either yet. I don't even think I've harvested a ranar. Dude, I sure wish I could see how many points I had. Okay, that's 30 points for harvesting ranars. Nice. Does the count have dinosaur from fire making? It does. I wonder if I have snape grass. Oh my god, I haven't even cleaned 50 ranars. Wait, really? Terramin and ranar. Well, that's awkward. I did a prayer potion skip. How have I not harvested or cleaned ranars? I don't know. But that's another 30 leagues points. And then I'm going to make it into prey pots too. Because I'm pretty sure that's another task. It sure is. Yeah, that is very clean. Assuming I've got the snape grass. If I don't, it's slightly less clean. Snape. I do. Nice. In base game, what order do I train melee skills? Like attack or strength level? Usually focus on attack first. Because that gets you better weapons. I would train attack until you're out of easy weapon upgrades. It's like if you're 60 mining and smithing, train attack to 60 before you train strength too far. Strength doesn't matter nearly as much. Unless you want to be an easy K pure. I'm just going to assume they don't want to be an easy K pure. There we go. That is 30 easy prayer potions made for another 30 leagues points. And we are now sitting on 58, 810. Damn. We're moving, chat. Harvest a singular harmony moss from a harmony pillar. Wait, that should be an easy one. I should have started that like ages ago, but... Let's just plant these and see what we get. Okay, rune crafting. I'm also assuming these aren't boosted. Hunter. I would like an agility one. Dungeoneering. Crafting. Okay. Which of these would be easiest? It's either crafting or hunter. Crafting? Okay. Do I just go to the gate? I mean, it's 80 points. All right. Misclick. Can I do a multi-stream on YouTube so that I don't get ads? Thank you in advance. I can't. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. Unfortunately. I think it would be very bad for my health of my channels. What are the main RCDs are considering post-leagues? Like for content or like ideas I have for the game? Content. So I'm going to become a Grandmaster. That's thing one. Because once I'm a Grandmaster, everyone is going to respect me more, right? Other than that, what are the other big ideas? I want to do something with a new account build and a limited build. I want to do more Nuzlocks. I want to do more kind of rebuild related things. I have lots of big ideas. It's just figuring out what the right move is for next. I don't know what Gem means or what Grandmaster means. It means doing every combat achievement in the game to show that I'm the greatest PVMer alive. And before Leaks came out, I was only 5 achievements away from being a Grandmaster. I was right there. And then Leagues came out, and then a bunch of combat achievements came out in the main game during Leagues. So that was a little unfortunate. Is there a pop-up when this Harmony Pillar is done? Does anybody know? Also, I probably have Dragon Stones. So we could maybe do that too. There is a pop-up. Okay, cool. Chat message. I'm assuming, based on the fact that this isn't done yet, this is not boosted. Bad choice iron, I need to realize that ranged only main game iron would be miserable. Yeah, it would be bad. Unless you're able to leech. If you were able to leech all your upgrades, that'd be fine. Surprised you didn't do an mention. I didn't get offered one. I think when you get Harmony Pillars, I could be wrong about this completely, but you get offered 4 and you have to do one of the 4, right? You can't re-roll it. Wait, did I even plant the seed, bro? I just raked it. Whoa, wait. Don't I have to plant the seed first? Oh, no. You do. Nice. Okay, so that might be what we did wrong. Chat, I'm telling you, my brain is not... I'm not even at 30% capacity today. It's not good. Holy... Okay, nice. Also, if I have dragon stones, I'm just gonna do that. I have 2,500 dragon stones. Okay. Chat, we might have over-engineered this one. Will I do a YouTube video on the magic run? I'm planning on it. So right now, editor Nathan is working on the bad relic choices run. And I am currently working on the magic run. So the plan is to make both into videos. It's going swell, that's good. Nathan, I feel like you're going to hate me when I'm away for the weekend and then you write me and tell me that I need to do audio. And the only mics I have are my portable runs. It's going to be amazing. Consider doing a series like potential ways to start your Ironman, like different ways to achieve whatever the different goals are for each type of start. I don't know that I would make it into a series, to be honest, but that sounds like a feature that exists on the RS Guide website. Also, that was very fast. All right. Done. That was 80 points. All right, chat. I've got the Harmony Moss. Trap a saber-toothed Kayat. That's also a very fast one. I just need to get a teasing stick. And then, if I remember correctly, the Kayats are the ones on Karamja, right? Yeah, we're flying. The guys near the Oogla Glowstone work for the task too? Oh, weird. I mean, I'm already on the way, so I'll do it like this, but fun. You know what task we're doing next, by the way? I'm smelting a necronium bar. Wait. These are Groks. Oh no, these are the wrong guys. My bad. Wait, where are these ones? They're like up this way, right? Spine to Laropia. Okay, I have a question. Why do these work? If they're clearly the wrong animal. Like, I'm not fully complaining. I'm just confused. I'll take the 80 points, though. All right. Okay, next task. Smelt a necronium bar. Which we've not done because my excavator relic has been doing it all for me. And then I need an ore box. And then you go toggle effects. Turn that off. And then what's the easiest source of necronium? Wildy Crater, right? Should be. That's Dracolith? Uh-oh. Oh, is it this way? I think it's this way. When is Ryan gonna visit me IRL? I don't know. Whenever you pull up. Wait, don't I need Dracolich too? I think I do. It's Necrite and Phasmonite. Ah. Okay, well, I've got the Necrite. Let's portal to Rax for Phasmonite. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Zeophyte. That's very kind of you. Thanks for answering my questions. No worries. You know what's crazy, chat? We started stream an hour ago with 2,500 points off. And we are now 1,000 points off. Yeah, this is going, I would say, very smoothly. Oh, the other one that's going to be really easy as well is powering up a Luminite Injector. Or sorry, yeah, a Luminite Injector. Because that's like one of the few things in this league that is actually boosted. Okay, Necronium Bar, thank you for the 80 leagues points. And we are now but 950 points away from Dragon. That's kind of insane. All right, let's go back to Falador. Give me the Hammertron, bank all this stuff. I don't have any bank space. Okay. Swap spellbooks, get blacksmith outfit, and let's go. Watch it for a while now, but I'm still unclear if you're Mainscape focused or Iron Man focused with your content. I would say I'm probably 80-20 Iron Man focused. Like, the guides I make are Mainscape focused because the people I'm making them for are usually mains. But here, we can go to my YouTube channel. Why don't we take a look? Can't believe how you remember where everything is so fast. I'm impressed. Also, thank you for all your videos. Vince helped me so much. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Doing any tasks to get points. Everybody is focusing on 80 and 200. It's 50 trying to get all these 50 mods. Speed task while I'm at work. I am right now just looking at all of the easy tasks that I've omitted. That I've just, like, not done. Yeah, so the reason I make mostly Iron Man content is, one, I don't like MTX. And it kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth. And then, thing two about making Iron Man content is I find the storytelling a lot easier because things actually matter. In Iron Man mode, where they kind of don't in Mainscape the same way. But here, like, let's go to my channel right now. Okay. This is all league stuff, so we don't need to count this. I would say technically Iron Man. Let's go to before leagues. Okay. Group Iron Man. Leagues, commentary, leagues, main guide, commentary, Iron Man, commentary, both. That was main, I guess. Commentary, commentary, Iron Man, commentary, Iron Man, both, Iron Man, commentary, Iron Man, guide, Iron Man. Yeah, I think it's probably like 80-20, to be honest with you. Yeah. Hi, Silent Protocol. Thank you for the 2 months. And also the 5 months. Did I ever release the 24-hour melee video? Nope, I did not. It's still in our backlog. Oh my god, chat. For 200 points, I could go solo Virago for a seismic. That'd be actually really funny. AFK skill for 50 ult. That's how I chill after feeling burnt out. Yeah, I mean, we're on the home stretch. Does Finny there aren't as many hyper degenerate restrictive content creators in RS3? There are some really good ones. I think part of it is, I think a lot of them are enabled by the game. Old School is a better game for that. I'll give you a really good, like a great example, right? In Swampletics, you can watch the Swamp Man punch a zombie in Tarn's Lair for the 1 in 300 drop of like a pickaxe that he can use to train mining, right? In RS3, nothing drops anything. It's just a salvage drop that has no value or meaning. So it is so hard to do anything restrictive because no drops actually mean anything or give you anything. Which, by the way, side note, absolutely sucks and makes it really hard to do things like that. That's a good example of it anyway. There's also a million other reasons, but that's definitely a big one. It's hard to sustain yourself in one area when nothing drops anything that isn't like meant to be valuable for mains to Elk. I'm pretty sure a lot of the chunk ban accounts that exist on Old School, I believe RuneLight helps a lot with that in terms of like illustrating the chunks and stuff. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. RS3 doesn't have RuneLight, which is once again also a Jagex thing, right? We don't have RuneLight because our API is super giga ultra restricted. RuneLight proves you punched 60k Hellhounds for a Smoldering Stone. Yeah, like all of that stuff, right, is enabled by RuneLight. Yeah, so not to say that it doesn't exist in RS3. It's just, it's harder for it to exist. OSRS equals plugin scape. Yeah, and I'm so jealous. They enable so much content stuff. Are you kidding me? Bro, on Old School, you can keyframe into the game and set up pans and shots. Do you know on RS3, when you're recording a cinematic, you can't move when you're in camera mode, period. At all. So every cinematic you've ever seen in a video of mine was either made in Blender and took 20 hours, or it was done with multiple accounts. It's so bad. Oh. Like, it's borderline embarrassing. Bro, you tell prospective RuneScape content creators that the free camera mode doesn't let you move. It's like, what, are you kidding me? What do you mean you can't move? What's the point of it? I don't know. Yeah, I'm just getting 100% respects really quick to buy a Luminite injector. For the task. Can I do Fally Elite? Bro, I'm gonna pull this up. And it's gonna require a quest. And then I'm gonna ban you. It didn't require a quest. You're safe. Wait, I've already done some of this. Whoa, wait. I don't have the cooking level, though. Okay, that is actually a good one. It requires looter diplomacy? I don't think it does. Do I get a promotion captain? Nope, we don't offer those here. I mean, honestly, for a 200-point task, I'm down. But first, I gotta get my respect up there. The Artie Diaries require Castle Wars? Oh no. Yeah, that's not great either. Okay, nice. So, you know, good on heat. Yeah, I will actually do the Elite Falador achievements. That's ridiculously clean. Wait, tell me I don't have a Luminite Injector in my bank. I probably don't. Lag? Hello? I do not. Also, I'm dropping one of these, because I think I've overshot. Yeah, for 200 points, though, that's the right kind of task. Wait, what about the Wildy Elite? Does that require anything? Let me check. Oh, it doesn't. Loot a warband. Ah. Maybe not then. Oh my god, but all of this is so free. Don't forget to do your hourlies and minutelies. Also, I'm destroying this one too. I just think I'm good on juice. I've done the corp quests for the medium achievements. And the hard ones too, actually. I just don't think I had the stats for the elites. Yeah, so we should have done a warband like days ago. Are there any other achievements that are worth doing? I'm assuming no. I'm also just gonna close my door really quick. 1 second. Open a window. Alrighty. Look at Artie Elite too. Okay. Wiki Artie Elite. Cook a rocktail on the Witchhaven dock. Okay. Giant pouch. I have. Make a rune crossover from scratch. Okay. Yeah, for 200 points, I'm down. There are a new RuneScape game mode called Teak Man, where you're locked to all things teak. I'm not interested, I don't think. I think we're good. Yeah, I'll throw them on the list. I don't know if I want to do those next, but... Also, I'm destroying this too. Yeah, we aggressively undershot this. How far off? We are 800 points off. That's a lie. We are 950 points off. But I'm also about to get a task done. Love everything you think for all the streams. I'm off to go kill goblins now. All the best. Thank you. That's very kind. We're going to get dragon at the same time? Pretty hype. I was also looking at it like, I don't mind doing some more PVM stuff. Like, I could go get an Elder Wand and equip that, but really, the goal is to get to Dragon as quickly as possible, so... That's gonna be priority level 1. Wait, why is my respect not going up? Does it go up at the end of an item? Wait. It's been 90 this whole time. Oh, it's on completion. Ah, I actually didn't know that. Okay, and it's done. Rewards. Okay. Let's buy a Luminite injector. And then I activate it, yeah? Done. 80 leagues points. It's huge. Okay. Where are we dropping next? Oh, this is a good one. Hef and agility. I did Hypno Wand for my last points. It took 53 minutes. That's actually not bad at all, to be honest with you. Oh my god! Holy! That was a jump scare and a half! Oh my god! Hi, how's it going?
Good, I think it's time to feed Pippa almost.
You can feed him if you want.
Oh, some fun.
Yeah. Oh, did
Pippa
I mean,
thinks it's time to feed
you could also just not feed him. He doesn't deserve it, but...
Doesn't there's no... Yeah, pretty sad. Pretty sad ankle.
Yeah, how's it going?
Good. Well, half my company got laid off, but other than that, good.
Half your company got laid off? Did you get laid
No,
off?
I'm still good.
Ah,
Very exciting.
very good.
But I was gonna ask, can I borrow your tennis racket?
Can you borrow my tennis racket? Okay, what's the purpose?
To teach Jenny how to play tennis.
Okay, only if Jenny forgives me for the beer pong incident.
Okay.
But yeah, you can. Do you know where it is?
No, but I'm sure I can find it.
It's in the here. I'll grab it for you. You entertain chat for like 1 minute.
Okay, story time.
Wait, story time. Okay. Oh boy.
Incident. Okay, story time.
I've already told them this.
What?
The beer pong incident.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking the beer pong incident. Okay, well, Ryan got naked mild because he's really bad at beer pong. Other story time. Hello. Oh. I once caught Ryan making tea by putting first the tea bag into a cold cup of water and then microwaving the whole thing.
What?
Truly insight into the RS guy's mind.
You're welcome for the tennis racket.
Thank you. Wow.
Deranged? No, it's not true. He was lying. He's lying, chat. He's lying. Get him.
Oh.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You kids have fun.
We will.
You can keep my door open, by the way, I think, if no one else is home.
Oh, yeah, and maybe we'll play this weekend.
I'm in the States.
Oh, right. Have fun.
I will. All right, I'm back. The microplastics guy? Wait, how would I have taken in microplat? Wait, from the tea bag? Wait. That statement did damage to your brand? But you guys don't even know if it's true. What do you mean? Wait, isn't there a way to one-click this? Dude, what's the angle? I'm gonna find the angle. Hold. I might have already found the angle. Tea bags release microplastics into the water. Oh. Wait, that's kind of cool. Wait, did I find the spot immediately? It's a camera angle thing, maybe. There? There? Yeah, there's a spot where you can do this without moving your mouse. Okay, no. It has to be... It has to be, like, lower, like this? I'll see if I can find it. We might be there. Hi, Empress Clarby. I just got an ad? Oh, no. Don't do that. Okay, so far we're good. So far, I have not moved my mouse. This is why I don't understand people that complain about agility. This is the hard one, though. No! Oh my god, it's so close. Wait, what? Maybe there. Hi, Lunar Spite. Thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate it. I don't know why I care about one-clicking this. I just felt like it might be cool. All right, I think we got it. I think I got it. So now I just spam click. You put the tree under the rabbit? What? What kind of nomenclature is that? Yeah, that's my brother. If that wasn't a... As though I need to explain that at this point. Pog mint cake? I know, pretty good, right? Anyone who's done the achievement, by the way, for Anachronia Agility, how good is it? Yeah, we found the spot. Sick. How good is it in terms of getting double surge? How long does it take? That is now my question. I 9 on this course by binding every input on my DualShock to click and then never moving the cursor, allegedly. Oh, no. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. All right, chat, I'm about to admit to a crime. And I would prefer if nobody snitches. I mean, it's kind of legal. Kind of. Well, I don't know. I mean, actually, I do think it's legal. So, what I did was I positioned my mouse perfectly so I could one-click this, right? This would have been in like 2014 maybe on my main account. I put the mouse in the correct position and then I just took like painter's tape and I taped over the sensor of the mouse, and it was like a wireless mouse, right? And then I just went and played Xbox or Wii or whatever I was doing at the time. It was probably Mario Kart. Well, just spam clicking on the mouse that didn't have any buttons work and couldn't move. I feel like that's allowed. I feel like it's probably allowed. Is there a rule that you have to be, like, at your desk? Surely not. That sounds fully legal. Yeah, it felt illegal. It definitely felt like I was cheating. But yeah, that's how I knew there was a spot. Complete 10 laps of the course. Wait, that's only lap 3? Damn, we gotta go faster. Straight to jail? That's nothing. I just bought like the rest of us. All right, one's in chat if you're currently botting on RuneScape. Uh-oh. All right, mods, report all of them. One for my friend. He's not here right now. We are the mods? Oh no. I've got to say, I'm disappointed. I'm James Rakai. I say one. Dude, the fact that James Rakai hasn't been banned for openly admitting to botting on numerous occasions is kind of crazy. Is botting if you're just doing it without thinking? Yeah, that's botting. Botting is like when you're playing RuneScape, but you're like not paying attention to it. Right, chat? Who is that person? Just a person that has somehow broken every rule of RuneScape 3,000 times but not been banned. I'm convinced his last name is Jagex. I don't know how. It's possible. That's why easy games like bugged in leagues. 4th hit isn't doing the right amount of damage with Berserk and Chaos Roar. Wait, what? The 4th hit? No. What do you mean? It might be the hit cap? Oh, if you're testing it on a dummy, the dummy just died. Yeah. That's probably what it is. That's actually kind of funny. I had the same thing when I was back in the mod RS Guy days. There was a point where I was testing something and I reported it as bugged, but in reality the dummy was just dying because I was going so crazy. I have done that one before. All right, this should be my last lap, by the way. Easy. Wait. And there we go. 80 leagues points. Not bad. I'm also 4 laps of any agility course from... yeah, 4 laps from completing another leagues task. What we're going to do is we're actually going to go to Anachronia. And I'm going to do 1 Anachronia lap. That will count as 4, and it'll give me enough XP for level 90 all, which should be another task. I don't have mobile perk. I'm getting mobile perk. Do it with the mobile... Sorry, do it with the light creature. Wait, is that a task too? Oh my god. Wait, that's an easy 80 points. I mean, whatever. Imagine being the single RSCQA tester, cheaters, so forth evident. This dumbass new mod sends in a report that's just not a bug. SMH. Whoa. I mean, I don't know. I'm convinced that half of the people that flame QA don't know how QA works. And then another 30% also don't understand how it works. And then 20% have valid criticisms, but... I feel like the QA team takes a lot of flame. Anachronia is 4 sectors. Does it count as 7? No, it's definitely going to count as 4. Wait, no. It's going to count as 7. But I want the XP from the completion. We were on the site that 80% of people who report bugs don't understand that it's a personal preference and not a bug. Yup. Dude, 80% of the bugs on the RS guide were, this is bugged. No, it's not. It's actually working exactly how it's supposed to. Oh, well, I don't like it. Okay, well, when you make your website, you can set it up however you want. That's the beauty of it being your website. You can't win as a QA team because players will never see the things you do catch, yeah. I would assume they catch a high percentage of the things. It's just definitely hard to compete with. Even if it's a well-manned, well-staffed team, it's hard to compete, right? With releasing it in front of tens of thousands of people all at once. Am I going to put on an optimal gear progression onto the guide? There is one. It's not finished. Answer your question, yes. Yeah, I'm excited. Once we're out of leagues, I'm gonna get back to working on the website. There's a lot I want to add that I think would be really good. There we go. Yeah, see, if I was gonna train agility all the way to the end zone, what you'd do is you'd only put on the brawlers for the last step. But I don't care for the purposes of this. It's fine. Yeah, I just want the level. It's a Treyharn Cruis voice of Saren. Is that a good voice of Saren or a bad voice of Saren? I don't know. We're 790 points off Dragon. When things where certain people reported, it was understandable because they found it. Some people were hating a bit too hard, had a full crash out. Yeah. And there we go. I've completed 50 laps of an agility course for 80 more leagues points. 710 away from Dragon. I'm finishing the lap, though, for XP. Pippin. He's sitting on my mouse cord. This is why I always used to use a wireless mouse. He's causing problems. That's fine. There's a task for a fast lap. Yeah, we did that one on the first try. I think this is my second lap. But lap 1, we kind of cooked. There's also an achievement for 100 laps, but I don't think I want to do that. That sounds like a lot of work. You're causing him problems for being in his way? See, he has the entire house that he can, like, exist in. You know? He's got a lot of free real estate. Evening, Captain. Hi, Dakota. How are you? Dude, how was TwitchCon? Not a loaded question. Genuinely, how was TwitchCon? I've got to say, I did not miss the getting harassed by IRL kick streamers outside the venue, but I did miss hanging out with the people. Tenada, not to give you FOMO, it is a blast. I'm glad you guys had fun. Yeah, no FOMO required. It just was not in the cards this year. I'm glad you guys won. A 100 Anachronia laps to take like an hour? Yeah, that's probably more time than I want to spend on 80 leagues points. Or 200 league points. Either way. Yeah, I'm in the States for a wedding this weekend, and then in 2 weeks I'm in Los Angeles, so it would have been just a lot of travel. And then 2 weeks after that I might be in the UK as well. All right, show me the league points. 200 points for being level 90 in all skills. Very nice. So we're now 510 points away from Dragon. Okay, who's next? Hi, ADT. Thank you for the primer. Appreciate it. Okay. What's our next task? I mean, I could do the Falador achievement diaries. I need a way to boost cooking by 3, though. How do I make a cooking pot? Bro, there's no way I wikied a cooking pot, and it's giving me the cooking pot, not the cooking potion. What? Okay. Haralander swordfish. Wine's level would be faster? What? Wait, you mean to tell me that getting 2 million XP from wines would be faster than spending 30 seconds making cooking potions? I don't know if I buy it. And then that's Zygamite fruit, which I don't have. Okay, nice. 3 level boost. Perfect. All right, let's go. Okay, let's go to the Witchhaven dock, I guess. This is a 200-point task, by the way, so we're a few minutes away from Dragon, I think. Wait, where's Witchhaven? Oh my goodness, it's this way. Anyone trying to do Beastmaster in leagues? I think the Friends chat just embarked on a raid. I could be wrong, though. The Gridmaster buffer potions lasted an infinite amount of sips once you made it once. Dude, that's so nice. That's like the Bronze Man buff. Okay, so this is the Witchhaven dock. So I just need to cook a rocktail here. This feels winnable. Done. Okay, what's next? Runecraft at the Urania altar with an Abyssal Titan. Okay. And then it was remove essence from a giant pouch as well. That's gonna be another 2 tasks. Let's go to Urania. Fast way to get 50 mil cooking. Honestly, it's probably just wines. The infinite shark, yeah, that was really cool. Dude, I wish that was a Leagues thing. It would have been really cool. Use clue gloves to teleport to the clock tower. That's a thing? I had no idea. I mean, it's okay. We're running there now. I'm halfway. I'm probably less than halfway, but that's okay. Buy 12,500 grapes. Yeah, that doesn't sound the most fun. But I suppose this isn't about fun. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Oh no. Wait. Where's the agility spot? Oh my god, I did. Okay, whatever. Actually bungled it. Did have the overload stand thing? Yeah. Dude, overload golems already exist. It would have been such a good passive at tier 5 when you get people their PVMer relics. They get overloads. It would have been perfect. I just closed that window, by the way, because it is getting a little cold out. Dude, I feel so bittersweet about leagues. It was such a fun journey, and it's coming to an end. Leagues 2 is going to be a movie. Yeah, I hope we get a Leagues 2. Like, I hope the learning isn't Leagues 1 didn't do as well as it could have, and maybe that means Leagues isn't good. I'm hoping the learning is, like... the opposite. Wait, what? Have an Abyssal Titan hold Essence for you while runecrafting at the Urania altar. Maybe I've already done it? I have. Nice. Pickpocket the door to the basement in the Yanil Agility dungeon. Okay. So... I need a lockpick. I have a lockpick in my tool belt. Okay. So let's go to the Yanil Agility dungeon. Wait, is this the Yanil Agility dungeon? I'm assuming it is. I don't know. This is not the kind of content I usually play. This feels like an agility dungeon. Dude, what is this place? It's actually insane that this exists. Is it this door? Uh-oh. Wait. Did I get the task? Doesn't look like I got the task. Nope. I've got to do it the other way. Oh. Wait, do I not have a lockpick in my tool belt? Uh-oh. Master Thieves lockpick. Okay. Hello? Okay, nice. I won. Okay, and then last one, I've got to make a rune crossbow from scratch. In Witchhaven or Yanil? Okay, so for this one, I need U-logs and a rune bar beforehand. This is a 200-point task, by the way. I also need raw meat as well. There's my rune bar. I love all these like make X thing from scratch tasks, but you're not actually making the thing from scratch. Pretty fun. Wait, Impling! Get over here! Please? Okay, bro. You hate to see it. Neither of them? I'm actually waiting. I am actually waiting. That's crazy. It's another Leagues task. Bro, I need Animal Wrangler for real. What is going on? Please? Dude. What? Saved? Will this be a video? This spot specifically? Probably not. But like, me getting dragon, I'd say probably. Maybe probably. Okay. Wait, that's another impling. Hold. This is a bit of a sidetrack, but we're about to get the achievement. Dude, actually, why don't I just go to Hetz and finish it there? Now that we have new logs, do we need new incense sticks? I hope not. Maybe we need fewer incense sticks. There we go. Catch a baby impling. Nature impling and give me the essence impling. That is 25 implings caught. May as well take some Leagues points, man. All right. Let's go to Yanil and make a rune crossbow from scratch. Okay, so step 1, I'm going to use the ranged Yanil to make sinew. Okay. We have made sinew. Spin it into a crossbow string. Is there a spinning wheel? There's one in Witchhaven. And then there's an anvil in Yanil for the rune limbs. Okay. I'm assuming I don't have to do this in order. I'm wondering what tasks you have that I don't have. I mean, you could check. You could check on the wiki if you wanted to. Rune limbs. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. Yeah, what should we make our last task? That's a good question, too. I mean, we're literally about to be there. We're over 99% of the way. I mean, one thing at a time, I suppose. There's the rune limbs done. Make this into a stock. Make the unstrung crossbow. And then I need to go to Witchhaven, which is... Wait, why is it Witchhaven or Yanil if Yanil doesn't have a spinning wheel? Wait, what? So do I run to Witchhaven? Okay, I'm gonna run to Witchhaven. That's kind of funny. Hi, friends. Also, I'm gonna deport the cat. Hi, mister. Ow, you're so scratchy. That wasn't nice. Bro. What was that for? Jail. Okay. So I'm now in Witch Haven. Where's the spinning wheel? Right here. Perfect. Crossbow string. String the crossbow. Make the main hand. And that is 200 league points. Okay. So if we also do the Elite Falador achievements, which are equally fast, we are going to be a mere 70 points off Dragon. Yeah, let's do it, man. May as well. Okay, so that's mining. I need a magic tree. Perfect. Summon a Hydra. How do you make a Hydra? I know it's a green charm familiar. It's a water orb. Okay. Pouches. Shards. Let's make it, and then we're done. 10 more Emblinks is beyond easy. Yep, I know. Valley achievements is even easier. It's 200 points. Dude, I haven't even done the soft clay task yet. We should probably do that too. Wait, I need multiple Hydras because I need scrolls. Reading Broken Home twice isn't fun. Wait, live game or leagues? Bro, doing Broken Home once in leagues is crazy. Why did you do it twice? Okay, there's the Raw Rocktail. Let's go send the Falador tasks. All right, step 1 is I need a cooking range. Where's the Falador cooking range? I thought there was one in one of these random houses. Yeah, nice. Wait, if I burn this Rocktail, I fail. Please don't burn it. Saved. Okay. Next one is chop down a magic tree that I grew myself. And then use a Hydra to regrow a tree. So I'm going to summon the Hydra. Dude, this is probably bad to say. I don't even think I've done this task set on my main account. That's why it wasn't really on my radar as like an easy option. Needed twice for the ring. And that's needed to fill all the hidey holes. Oh no. Yeah, that is actually kind of brutal. I'm not going to lie. All right. I'm 95 woodcutting. Surely we win this. We're almost done chop 1,000 trees too, actually. Is also kind of nuts. There we go. Okay. And then I use cast regrowth on magic tree stump. Done. So that's done. That's done. Now let's go to the White Knight's Castle altar and swap my prayer book. It's swap your prayer book while you have turmoil active. That's kind of a good task, actually. Because I guess technically Template Seniston is sort of a Falador quest. Sort of. Where's the altar, though? Surely it's near literal Saradomin. Hold. Did I need trees for 9 farming? I did a mix of trees and herbs. Herbs are really good XP. Okay, turmoil on. And then we pray. No.
Saradomin.
Wait, how would I change my default? Crap. Go back to the sage to get the prompt back. It's kind of funny. Yes, allow me to do this at any altar. Okay, got it. We go again. Wait, actually, string jewelry is on the lunar spellbook too, isn't it? So we got on lunars for that too. While we're here. You still have forwarded steel arrows as well as 100 iron bolts. Yep. Broads I can't make without the Slayer points. So I won't be doing the broads. Which is okay. It's like I the Dark Lord as a task. Yep. Kind of nuts. All right. Amazing. Okay, so now we're on normal prayers. I'm going back to Lumbridge to swap back to curses. Can you make bread for the last task? I think we should. I agree. Okay, string jewelry. Water runes and earth runes. What kind of jewelry? So that'd be an amulet, right? I would need an unstrung amulet, and then I would need to string it. Impling! Wait, dude, there are a lot of implings in Lumbridge. It's kind of nuts. Imagine making bread over churned butter. I just feel like making bread is... It's such an early task that we didn't do. Do I need a string for string jewelry? I'm assuming no. That's probably the whole point of the spell. Let's find out. Alrighty. There is string jewelry. That was 200 league points. Holy, okay. We are now but 70 points away from completing leagues. Okay, I've got a plan. I know what I want to do for it. Let's catch some implings. Once we've caught some implings, I need another 30-point task, of which I have a great many available. And then we bake bread. Yeah, this was kind of light work. 2,500 points in 2 hours is kind of sick. And then we got to make our tier list. I'm excited about the tier list. Actually, why not just hop worlds? Not trying to buy all the rewards now. I don't care. The completionist mindset somehow missed me. I know it hit a lot of people in the RuneScape community, but I don't like what 80% of the rewards look like. And I didn't play the league for the rewards, so I do not care whatsoever. All right. That is 35 implings. We are now 40 points away from the end of leagues. Okay. What's the easiest 30-pointer that we haven't done yet? Kill a blue dragon. Open the crystal chest in Taverley. Dude, how have I not done either of those? I mean, I also haven't equipped red dragon hide yet. There's a lot missing. It's fine. Okay, yeah, let's just open the crystal chest. And then we're out of here. Guess IBJH Frog, red or blue? You have to always bet on blue. That's the rule. Okay. We are 10 leagues points from Dragon. Let me make sure that I want my last task to be that one. Let's double check. Squish scarabs. Make a Gothic Stress. Make a Necromancy Potion. Clean 15 Grimy Terramins. Fletch an Oak Shortbow. Nah, I promised I would. Let's bake some bread for our final task. I believe as well, I'll check the wiki, but that should be the most completed task in leagues as well, or one of them. Let's double check. Also, we need game sounds on too, because I want to hear the leagues jingle, of course, for the last time, for the final task. Okay. Yeah, what's the percentage? 63.5. Actually, wow, the oak shortbow beating out the bread. Pretty impressive. Yeah, wow. Okay. I mean, I'm still gonna bake bread though. It's time to obtain the grain. It'd be really funny if you burn the bread. Wouldn't be funny for me. There is the bread dough. And it's time for our final task in Leagues 1. In 3, in 2, in 1. And it's done. Dragon completed. Nice. We did it. I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't so bad. Why don't we check our time played as well? That I'm very curious about. Thank you guys for the gratses. Done and dusted. Kind of cool. We made it all the way. Have you been here as long as me? 10 days, 20 hours. Wow. Okay. So like almost 11 days. Not bad. So he played 261 hours. You know, considering I spent most of that time PVMing, I feel like that's actually a pretty fast dragon. Not bad. Considering we weren't really worried about points until a day or two ago. I'll take it. All right, chat. We're free from leagues. Let's take a look at my final stats. We didn't get a max cape because the maxing task was bugged. And it gave you the points for it way earlier. Yeah. 90 cooking, 95 fire making, 95 wood cutting, 90 divination, 90 agility. Everything else was 99. We got 120 strength. We got 120 defense as well. Actually, 200 mil, both of them. A lot of 50 mils, 109 quest points. I'm pretty proud of that. We managed to avoid most of the tasks, or most of the quest tasks. Sorry, I can speak. All right. It's time to get a comp cape. No, I'm kidding. Let's do a wealth evaluator. And then I guess we say goodbye to leagues. My bank value was 7.7 bill. Not too bad. Obviously, my melee gear, I would say, was the pride and joy of the account. And, yeah. I had a very fun leagues. This was good. This was both good and fun. Obviously, lots to say about the league, lots to critique with regard to, like, tasks that were missing and things that should have been covered and things that weren't working. But ultimately, the most important thing is we had fun, we made it to Dragon, and I guess that's the end of leagues. I guess. Pretty happy with the setup, though. Looks a little better with the Cinderbanes, though. The Cinders definitely, you know, that feels more best in slotty to me. With that said, though, there's one other thing that I really want to do, because I think it is going to be deeply interesting. I need a good song. This will probably work. All right, I'm closing RuneScape. Because before Leagues came out, I made a tier list of every single relic, and I used it to inform the masses, helping people with their decisions of what relic should you pick. And something important to mention here is a lot of people actually used this guide to make their decisions. This video was watched by 70,000 people. Just kidding, I'm lying. It was seen by 72,000 people. It was an hour long, okay? And now that we've actually played leagues, what I wanted to do is I wanted to see if we were wrong. So I'm going to take a look at our final tier list here. I'm going to save it. That's my final tier list. Save a screenshot of that, if I can. There we go. Done. Okay. And now, can we go to Tier Maker and remake our tier list and see how different it is now? I'm already seeing some stuff that is definitely wrong. So let's do it. Is this the right one? What are these? Oh, this will probably work. This is the wrong link. Mika, do you have a fresh link, perhaps? You got it? Thank you, Mika. I'm just curious if I led the people astray or not. I really hope that I didn't, but you never know when you make these things, right? You never know. You know, and sometimes it's hard to assess if a relic is good without actually playing it. So, yeah. I'm going to wait for the link from Mika. And then we're going to go one relic at a time. And we're going to talk about where I put it initially and where I would put it on a new tier list. Okay. Oh, this literally is the tier list. Oh, that's perfect. I mean, is it perfect? Yeah, I guess we could just show this. Yeah, let's just do this. One tier at a time. That's perfect. That's actually going to be very clean. It's going to be cleaner than I thought it would be. And then we can compare at the end. Okay, team. Let me just get it looking nice. Perfect. Wait, that's quite nice. Okay. You can hit reset. Maybe it makes more sense, though, just go one tier at a time and move stuff. Or should I reset? No, let's reset. You're right. You're right. Okay. You're right. I realized right as I said that this is going to be a little confusing if I don't reset it. Okay. So on screen right now, we've got my entire original tier list. And now what we're going to do is we're going to reset it and we're going to remake it. Now that we've actually played with all but 2 relics, because we did 3 playthroughs all the way to tier 7. So let's do it. I'm going to hit the reset button. Done. We have a beautiful blank tier list. All right. First relic. Animal Wrangler. So before Leagues, I put this in the D tier. Is it crazy if I upgrade it? I think I was a little too harsh on Animal Wrangler. The 50% catch chance, actually playing with it, it was kind of goated. It made my life quite easy when I had it. I found that I used it a lot more than some of the other relics that we'll be talking about later. So I'm actually upgrading Animal Wrangler from a D to a C. It goes up by 1 spot. There will not be a lot of relics upgraded, by the way. But yeah, you get an upgrade. Okay, next up, Divine Woodcutter. Initially, I put this in F tier. And having played with it, I'm not going to lie, F almost feels too generous. But as that is the lowest rank in the tier list, it's going in F again. I think I absolutely clocked the Divine Woodcutter. It was absolutely useless. It was absolutely terrible. It was purposeless. It was not good at anything or for anything. The most deserved F of all time. Next up, Excavator. I initially put Excavator in the S tier. Both because the pickaxe, the auto smelting bars, and I really featured the benefit to archaeology as well in Excavator. And I will say, doing archaeology with a 16 times XP rate, it was a little bit easier than I had initially thought it was going to be. Like, I feel like even if you didn't pick Excavator, you could actually still unlock Ancient Invention pretty easily. But because of how many points were associated with mining and smithing, even though it was less good for Arc than I thought it was going to be, and less important for Arc, half of this league was mining and smithing, genuinely. So it is going back in S tier purely because of all the points you get out of it. So I think for tier 1, I did pretty well. I think I clocked just about everything. Obviously, a 1-point upgrade on one of the 3 relics. I'm very happy with where I put Excavator. I'm very happy with where I put Divine Woodcutter. That's tier 1. Okay. Now we're looking at tier 2. The first one I threw in was Golden Footed. This is a relic that I put in C tier as a means to get agility up really easily. Golden Footed is one of the 2 relics in this entire league that I didn't actually get to play with. So I'm finding it. Put an old version of the tier list above my head. I'll try. Oh my god, no, I don't want it. Hold, I'm cooking. Wait, I actually cooked. Okay, nice. Okay, so initially I put this in C tier, at the bottom of C. I think I keep it in C. I still don't think it was a good pick at all, but I didn't play with it. I don't think it deserves an upgrade. I don't think it deserves a downgrade. I'm okay leaving it in C. Next up, 5-finger discount, the thieving relic. I won't lie, I actually enjoyed playing with this because whenever I didn't know what to do, I would just AFK pickpocketing stuff. There were also like an okay amount of points associated with pickpocketing stuff related to like pyramid plunder. But I think I'm happy with where I initially put it. I think it was in D before. I think we keep it in D. I think it's clearly, well, actually, I don't know if it should go in a different category from Golden Footed, actually. No, the more I think about it, I'm actually going to upgrade it. I'm going to put it at the bottom of C. I think it's definitely on the same tier as Golden Footed. So you know what? 5-finger discount, I'm upgrading it by 1. Okay. Next up, we've got Farming Frenzy, which I had initially put in A tier. I think based on how many points were associated with farming and with herb lore, and also how much XP you would get by insta-growing herbs because of the 10x multiplier in the auto-picking, I don't think there's any world where I don't upgrade it to the bottom of S. I don't think it's a high A, I think it's a low S. I think I was right about the idea of it, but especially with like Crewis Hour tech to trade your lowest skills, I'm putting Farming Frenzy in S tier. I think it was actually that good. All right, and that's tier 2. So overall for tier 2, I upgraded 2 of the relics by 1 spot, but I think overall, I had the right idea. I think I still had the relics in the right ranking in the right order. All right. Next up, we are looking at tier 3, our teleport tier. First relic, we've got the Passage of the Abyss, the Abyssal Gatestone, or whatever it was called. Initially, I put that in D tier. I don't see a world where it doesn't go in D again. It was definitely the worst of the teleport options. I think it was quite bad. I'm putting it back in D. Next up, we've got Fairy's Flight, which was our second teleport relic. This is an interesting one because I would have upgraded it to C, but partway through Leagues, Fairy Rings got automatically unlocked for everybody. And I feel like that made Fairy's Flight kind of worse partway through the league. So I'm actually going to keep it in its original position. I think I was spot on for both of these. They both go at D tier. Now, the Slayer Skull Teleport Relic. I ended up using this a lot. I picked this on 2 of my playthroughs. I found it to be quite good. I had initially put it in B. I think it was really good for Slayer point farming. There were a ton of points for doing 75 and 50 tasks and 30 tasks and 20 tasks. And getting those points by going to the tier 1 Slayer Master, really, really effective. Teleport to Mandrith was super, super good. And then the other thing that I think was pretty underrated about this is after doing the World Wakes, you could bypass all of the quest requirements and just teleport into the Automaton dungeon to immediately get basically a free 200 points. So I'm actually going to keep it in its original spot. I'm throwing it in B. I think I had it up here for the wrong reasons before, but my ranking in tier 3 doesn't change at all. I think Slayer's Insight was the best one by a long shot, and I would put both the others in D tier again. The other thing too, yeah, the teleports to Anachronia were insane as well. Anachronia is so unnavigable, and being able to teleport to every monster there, it was great. It was good for time rune crafting, it was good for overgrown idols, it was good for everything. Okay, next up, we are looking at tier 4, where I had initially put Production Master in B. I'm wondering if it deserves an upgrade to low A. I think I was in the right idea space for Production Master, which is it doesn't work on most skills, but the 6 level boost and the urns was kind of nice for everything I was training. I'm actually going to upgrade Production Master. I think it's going to end up being low A, but I had initially put it in B just because of all the stuff it didn't work on. Having played with it, I liked it easily as much as Clue Connoisseur. I thought it was a really, really nice relic to have on. It was very convenient. It allowed me to get overloads too just by training a Herblore because it was so fast, especially with infinite shop stocks. Worked out nicely. Upgrading Production Master from a B to an A. Next up, we've got Rejuvenated. This thing was absolute dog. This was genuine, completed utter garbage. I had initially put it in F, and that is borderline too generous. If you rejuvenated, it better be because you messed up and you misclicked on one of the earlier picks and didn't pick one of these two. Yeah, F tier, for sure. Rejuvenated was brutal. When you guys rejuvenated me back into Divine Woodcutter on my Bad Relics playthrough, it actually hurt my soul to the point that I will probably still be processing what happened that day for the next 2 years. Okay, next up, our final slot in tier 4 is Clue Connoisseur. I'd initially put it in A. I think I'm going to keep it in A. I think it belongs on par with Production Master. So I was either going to downgrade Clue Connoisseur or I was going to upgrade Production Master. The thing about Clue Connoisseur is it made clues doable, and there were like 5,000 points for clues. Like there were enough points that if you picked Clue Connoisseur, it gave you a really, really easy avenue to a lot of Leagues points. I don't think it's S. I definitely don't, because I had an easy time getting to tier 7 and beyond without Clue Connoisseur. Like, I didn't feel like it was needed. And you gotta remember, Clue Loot was buffed as well, even without Clue Connoisseur. And because of that, like, getting an EOF from Easy Clues, it was 35 Easy Clues to get 50 Fortunates. So, it was playable without. I'm putting both of them in A. Okay. Now we're into tier 4, the combat relics, of which I played with 3 of the 4. First off, I had initially put the necromancy relic in A. And I was talking a lot about like, oh, the adrenaline stuff, and it's going to be a lot more damage. I think all of the combat relics came out underpowered, to be honest with you. All of them were underpowered by an absolute long shot, but I've got to weight them kind of against each other, right? Like, how good were they as relics? But I also need to factor their overall power level, which is pretty low across the board. So I'm actually going to be downgrading the Necromancy Relic from A tier. Is it crazy if I put it in C? I'm going to put it in C, the Necromancy Relic, because, like, in terms of how the combat relics all worked, like, it was the second best combat relic, but it was really weak. I'm putting it in C. So that's my first downgrade by more than 1 spot. I think I was wrong about the Necromancy Relic. But I also, to be fair, wasn't familiar with how powerful you should have been in Leagues. This relic was not as good as any of the combat relics should have been. It goes in C. Next up, crit happens. I had initially put it in D, and the reasoning for putting it in the D tier was that it doesn't even help crits happen. As the league was revealed, I actually think crit happens got kind of worse and worse, because not only did it not help with crits happening, but in addition, you get tier 5, you pick your magic relic, you don't get a rune pouch. Rune pouches aren't boosted, so you can't get one by yourself. And then to make matters even worse, after that, you don't unlock spellbooks till tier 6 anyway. So I'm going to throw this. The only thing saving this at all for me is by tier 7 with full best in slot, it was kind of fun at times. But I'm torn between D and F. You know, I'm gonna put it in F. The fact that crit happens didn't help you crit. The rune issue, the astral rune thing, the rune pouch thing, the no spellbooks, I'm downgrading it from D to F. It was so underpowered from what it should have been. A 2.5% DPS increase once you pick it at tier 5, by the way. That is pathetically weak for a combat relic specifically. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about bombardment. This is kind of a funny one because crit happens was a 2.5% DPS increase, like when you initially picked it, and then it gets a little better as you get more crit stuff. Somehow, the bombardment relic is worse than that. I don't even know how that's possible, but it managed to be a relic that gives you nothing. 0% DPS increase. How is that even possible? I don't know. And in an absolutely unprecedented act, I think I need to add another tier to this tier list for how freaking useless this thing was. I didn't even know how to do it. Is there even a way to? I don't even know. Maybe I can't because it's not mine. Okay, I'm putting it at the bottom of F, but I want you to know that it's actually below F. Okay, the range relic genuinely owes anybody that picked it damages. Like, I want this range relic to pay me reparations. Add row below. Amazing. The range relic. It gets its own row. Oh no, wait, hold. Amazing. It gets its own row. Underneath the F tier. Yeah, this genuinely, if the amount of psychic damage that the range relic did to me was equal to the amount of damage that the range relic gave you, it would have gone in the B tier. That's how much psychic damage this stupid relic did to me. Yeah, definitely this was a terrible pick. Okay. Make it blue? I mean, I should make it ranged colors, right? Okay, we'll go there, we'll go there, we'll go there. Wait, why is my font? Perfect. Bombardment. It doesn't fit. One other anecdote to describe how terrible the range relic was is partway through my range playthrough, I wasn't sure if I was using it wrong. So I asked my community, like, okay, for the people that picked range, like, what did you do? Like, how did you make it work? And every person in my chat said, I quit. They all quit. It was that bad. Their solution to the range relic was to just quit. They're not even here anymore. So yeah, no, genuinely, this relic owes a lot of us reparations. Okay. That's the range relic. Last off, initially I put barbarism in the S tier. I think I'm actually going to downgrade it to A, because of the combat relics, it was the only one that like actually felt like a viable Leagues combat relic with like a little bit of power fantasy, and the healing was insanely strong. I don't think I want to put it in S though, because I think overall across the board, all of the combat relics are too weak. Like, I think all of them should have been improved upon by a good bit and given you more power. But I will say, Barbarism, it was in the right vein. It probably needed like a little extra something, but yeah, lots of extra damage, lots of lifesteal, extra attack range. It was solid. I'm throwing it in the A tier. So overall, on the combat relics, I did some downgrades across the board. Obviously, I moved Necromancy down by 2. I moved Magic down by 1. I made a new... Oh my god, I had initially put the range relic in C. Wow, I was coping really hard. I'm sorry to anybody that picked it because I gave it a C. It probably should have been in D initially, and then playing with it, it was worse than I could have ever possibly imagined. Yeah, so that's our first big downgrade. It's going down by 3 tiers, down to D, down to F, and then below the tier list. I think the color rocks all needed something unique per style. So what I would have done is I would have made the lifesteal and the damage. I would have made those tier passives. So once you hit tier 5, all styles did that. And then I would have made the specific relics do something special and unique. Okay. Next up, tier 6. We've got the Banker's Note that I had initially put in the B tier. And I want you to know, I am taking absolutely no responsibility for putting Banker's Note in the B tier. Do you know why? In that funky, cool little video they showed of Banker's Note, they showed it working correctly. We all got catfished by the Banker's Note because in the video advertising it, it actually worked. It worked in combat. There was no dialogue box opening. They used it to unnote different amounts of different things, and it just kind of happened. Nah. Banker's Note, I am going to throw that in the F tier. Genuinely, there was one cool thing about it, which was I could train runecrafting with it. Everything else about it was absolute garbage. The fact that it didn't work at a number of places like the fight caves, like the fight kiln, like troll invasion, like whatever, I can get over that. The thing that really finished me off and completely killed me about the Banker's Note was the fact that it also didn't work at places like Virago, where if you tried to use it, like not like to open the bank, not even to open the bank, just to like use it to do the only thing it does, which is unnote stuff in your invent, it would say, you cannot use magic note paper here. At Virago. F tier. Absolutely garbage. The fact that it didn't work, and it wasn't fixed mid-leagues, and it wasn't improved upon, and it wasn't made to just do the stuff that Old School's Banker's Note does. It was just everything Old School's does, but worse. Yeah, no. It goes in F tier. It gave us some good clips. It did, but yeah, no. It was genuinely, I think Banker's Note was more frustrating than the Range Relic to play with, because the Range Relic on paper looked bad, and then it was bad. The Banker's Note on paper looked interesting, and then it just didn't work. It was really bad. Next up, Perfection. I'd initially put it in S. I'm going to put it in S again. I think that's totally inarguable. It was a really, really good relic. One thing that I will say about Perfection is half of the stuff on it should have been relic passives. Or sorry, tier passives. Because doing a Leagues playthrough to tier 7 and beyond, I got 27,000 points on the account that didn't have Perfection. It basically meant I couldn't do Invention. And I just think that is kind of bad design. If there's an entire skill that is effectively locked. Like, I got 120 Invention by doing discoveries, but I still couldn't perk anything or use anything. And yeah, I feel like it was S tier because it was really strong, but for next leagues, half of the stuff on there should have just been a tier passive for everybody. But yeah, great pick. All right. One tier remains. We've got Ascension, Everlasting Faith, and Specialist. I played with all 3 of these relics. In my initial rating, I had put Ascension. This one's Ascension, right? I think so. In my initial playthrough, oh, that's Specialist. Oh, sorry. The sword is Specialist. Got it. So in my initial assessment, I had put Specialist in the S tier, but with the caveat that it was in B tier if you pick Necromancy. You know what? I had a lot of fun with my Specialist pick. I think tier 7 in general was very well designed across the board. I'm throwing it back in S. I think it was good. It was really, really fun to use. It actually changed the way you played the game as well. It was really fun dumping high adrenaline special attacks you wouldn't otherwise be able to use. It was good. Next up, we've got Everlasting Faith, which I had initially put in the B tier. Having played with it, this is a tough one. This is a tough one for Everlasting Faith. Here's the thing. At the places it worked, it was at S. But compounding with the fact that the tier 5 relics didn't give you a lot of power, I still think it was a little bit noob trappy. Because you could pick it, and then all of your grinds instantly get longer. Because you're doing less DPM than you are in the main game. And I think that's the one thing that makes it a bad pick is I think if the other combat relics had actually given you power, it would have been a very viable S or A tier pick. But because all of the combat relics were underpowered, you need that tier 7 for damage, or you're going to have a really, really tough rest of your leagues for any of your PVM grinds. So I'm actually going to keep it in B for that reason. I think it's a really well-designed relic. I think it's really cool, but I think it gets held back by the other combat relics being really weak. Where in this league specifically, it makes it a worse pick. As cool as it is to clip farm at Beastmaster, a boss that, by the way, if you just run, it won't hit you anyway. Yeah, I think it was a bit of a letdown. Definitely good in group PVM. And definitely, like, it was not a trap of a pick, but it doesn't really help enough with the damage. I throw it back in B. I'm fine with where I put it before. I use it for skilling, which you can't do with the other two, and there are more points in skilling. Have you considered skilling with a prayer potion, though? Because you could also do that. A lot of beginners do Hydrate, Chalice, and Glacier with just rejuvenation. Open so much for try things people would never be able to do. Yeah, it did. I still think it's B tier. Yeah, I still don't think it goes beyond B. Really good if you're AFKing stuff. I definitely thought I was going to hate it, and I didn't hate it, but I think in a league that lacks damage, it not giving you a lot of damage just, you know, it makes all your grinds a lot slower. All right. Last relic pick, Ascension, which is the Giga Book. I had initially put this in S, and you know what? I'm going to put it in S again. I think it wasn't the most fun to use. Like, it doesn't change your gameplay much. The main reason I'm putting it in S is because for some reason in this league, you needed to upkeep God Books for the whole league. Which, by the way, for next league, that has to be a passive. Like, God Books should just not run out of chart. Why are we doing Upkeep Escape in a league? It's a league. It's supposed to, like, the whole point of the league is do fun stuff, don't worry about not fun stuff. And yeah, I think it was really, really bad that there was so much Upkeep Escape. Even things like making overloads, man. Old school figured it out. Get an infinite overload that doesn't go down. Get an infinite shark you can just eat permanently, so you don't need to constantly upkeep. Because people don't want to upkeep, they want to progress their accounts and kill stuff. But because that wasn't a thing in this league, it's going in S tier. If Godbooks didn't deplete, it would have gone into A. But I think it's S just for this league because it was the only pick where it's like, all right, you pick it, and now you've got a permanent grimoire and a full book, and you don't need to worry about it again. I think it was an oversight. If it was an oversight, though, yeah, they could have hotfixed it, right? I don't think it was an oversight. I think it was intentional. If it was an oversight, it could have been fixed. But yeah. What about Ascension, but if you bug abuse to keep 255 stats permanently? Yeah, that probably belongs at S. Okay, so overall, I think if you compare the two tier lists, I think I did an okay job. I think the only ones I was super wrong on were Banker's Note and the Range Relic. I think everything else I'm more or less happy with my placement. So we can lock it in. I would say my initial Relic Picker video was not a disaster, and I probably didn't ruin anybody's league too bad. Unless you pick Banker's Note, in which case I may have ruined your league a bit. Now, is there any within tier shuffling we want to do? I think there is. I think I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that for my S tier. A tier, I'll go Melee, Clues, Production Master, but they're all close to each other. B tier, I'll go Faith and Slayer Teleport. C tier, I will go Necromancer, Fish, Thieving Agility. D tier, I will go Fairies Flight and then Abyssal Conduit. F tier, I will go... Bro... Magic Relic, I guess, because it did something. Then Banker's Note, then Divine Woodcutter, then Rejuvenated. No, Rejuvenated, Divine Woodcutter, and then Range at the bottom. Cool. That's it. That's our completed tier list. What do you guys think? Yeah, obviously, I am going to make a video reviewing the entire league as a whole. I've already done a lot of thinking and put a lot of thoughts down and written a lot of bullet points. So that is a thing that I will be doing. So I don't know if this is the exact spot for lots of thoughts overall in the league. But one thing I will share about the league is I had a lot of fun streaming and making content for all of you lovely people. That was the thing that I loved most about the leagues. Genuinely, the best thing I can say about this league is the way that it brought the community together. It was so much fun. Having so many people interested in playing the game and learning the game. So as much as I can, easily nitpick, a lot of the things that a lot of people have been talking about that weren't good about the league, I'm still really glad we got a league and I had a blast. Catering to the Faith Copers, did you play with it, Wazzy? Like, did you use it? Or you just kind of hated on it in general? Because I tried it out, and I actually thought it was kind of aight. But I know, Wazzy, you've been the biggest Faith hater in the universe. Yeah, I wasn't catering to anybody. I just had it in B. I had a lot of fun watching your content, having fun on RuneScape while not having much time. I'm glad you enjoyed. Do you see QP's video on YouTube? I didn't. He took Banker's Note and crushed all 99s in 82 hours. That's kind of fun. You know what's really funny about his video, though? I would assume he wouldn't have needed Banker's Note if runecrafting hadn't been bugged. Runecrafting rates were bugged until yesterday. So the Abyss was 4 times slower XP than it should have been. So I'm glad he found a use for Banker's Note, but he could have just waited a day and then gone even faster. Yeah, do runecrafting now in the Abyss. You'll get way more XP. Yeah, they fixed it yesterday. It's good now. Now that everyone had to do quested achievement diaries to get 100. Bro, seriously, yeah. I mean, I'm not logging back into leagues. We've retired. But yeah, no, I did a run yesterday. I was getting like 90k XP per invented time runes. You did it on Sunday? Unlucky. Grandmaster grind now? I guess we could. Yeah, I guess you'd have to do death runes. Yeah, that's kind of bad too, actually. It still would have been bad, but I think more people would have done Abyss and got a rune pouch too. Either way, though. I think that is a wrap on League's Catalyst. A quick look at our 3 accounts as well. I want to log into each of them. And we can figure out my total points as well. Just because I have a feeling it's a crazy number. Okay. So, first account, obviously, we've got the main. What? Is that the lobby music? Oh my god, it's Halloween music. I was like, bro, why am I listening to spooky ghost music? Okay. Yeah, no. This is the last thing that I genuinely did want to do in Leagues, is I wanted to grab my 3 accounts, throw them on the same world, and then we say goodbye to them. Because, I mean, we kind of cooked. Bro, this account had to... Did I die and then rage quit? Probably. Yeah, deserved, actually. To the surprise of nobody. I sure believe that. I must have. Let's go to 285. That's funny. Okay. Okay, 1, 2. And 3. I feel an ick just seeing this account. Pretty bad, right? All right. So these were our 3 Leagues accounts. The first account was my main. My main account ended up on 60,000 League points. This was the first playthrough and the one that we completed today. In terms of our gear, we got mostly Best in Saw Melee with the Elder God book and an Ice Dyed tier 100 Exakill. Second account. This was our bad relic choices only account, where we went Animal Wrangler, 5-finger discount, Void Walker, Rejuvenated into Divine Woodcutter, Bombardment, Banker's Note, Everlasting Faith. This account, gear not looking great. We got Armoral, we got a Zut Cape, I got an Eternal Magic short bow with full arrows, I got a full book, I got an EOF that I had to clue for, and then we very quickly quit the game. But I reached a total points of 27,730. Which is kind of going to show that, to be entirely honest, you could get Dragon with literally the worst relics imaginable, and it still would have been fine. Because it was kind of a skiller league. So, even if you ignored all the PVM stuff and the weak power, 16 times XP rate, probably get it done like that. So 27k on this account. And then, our third and final Leagues account. I actually really enjoyed this account, by the way. This was the Magic Specialist run. Fractured Staff of Armatal, tier 100 Roar of Awakening, and Ode. This account was very fun. The main differences for this account, we picked Production Master tier 4, and I really enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Crit Happens is still pretty bad, because it's hard to make crits happen. Specialist was awesome. It was really fun. It was really cool. We got 3 pieces of Resplendence gear. I got my Aerithor's Grimoire, of course, Reaver Ring. This was a really good fun account that I had a blast on. And we ended off with a total of 26,760 points. So if you totaled all of my Leagues accounts, that is 113,000 Leagues points. If you add up the 4. That to me seems like a league well played. 3 accounts, 3 playthroughs, ton of progress made. How many quest points? Specialist account was 74. Ranged account was 64. Main account was 109. Do you want to go over what you'd like to see added to the main game from Leagues? Faster movement, a better early game in general, make convention smoother for sure. One extra range, possibly on melee weapons, and then do something about shop stock. And faster respawn. Yeah, those would be the only ones. Do you think Dragon is possible from 36k points? Easily. This account got to Dragon in 260 hours, where easily 100 hours of that was me just doing PVM for fun. Like, we did a lot of random nonsense on this account that we did not need for anything. If we look at the boss kills, I mean, 127 rack kills, 100 hardwood arch glacier, like those were tasks, but that wasn't efficient points. 48 rot kills, that was actually kind of efficient. Although I soloed the rot, so it wasn't efficient. 34 ED2 rounds, you don't need any of that. Yeah, we did a lot of PVMing. I did a bunch of Raksha kills for fun. I did a bunch of Nakatra for fun. I did a bunch of AOD duos for fun. I guess some of these had points associated, but a lot of them just didn't. We went to Solak on this account. We got the world first Solak kill on this account, actually. Pretty fun. But yeah, I think you can get Dragon pretty reliably. You could fix chins? Yeah, that'd be good too. Big subscribe is for 2500. Escape, you want to do quests from 2004 to 2024. Yep, and that just shouldn't have been a thing in Leagues. I just think that's an absolutely huge miss. And as much as I appreciate that quest skips were added after the league, like, had already started, the amount of, like, random waiting around that people had to do when Leagues had all this momentum, I think it was an absolute run killer for the momentum of Leagues. It's like, oh, quest skips are coming in a week and a half. It's like, what do you mean? So anyway, I'm glad that they happened at all, but they should have happened before the league came out. It just feels like such a big miss. But yeah, overall though, I had fun, and I hope you guys did too. And that's the most important thing of all. I enjoyed my time. With that said though, I think it's time to say goodbye to Leagues for the final time. Until the last day, possibly. Playthrough 2 done. And playthrough 3 done and dusted. Goodbye, Leagues. You were fun. I didn't leave the house enough in the first month, though. That was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. My brother went on an entire trip to Vancouver where he went surfing and came home. And between the time that he left on his trip and came home, I didn't leave the house a single time. That's not good. Let's get started on 4K solo Zam. Oh my god, I completely forgot that that was a thing. Oh, that's gonna suck. But yeah, with that said, it's time to get back on Mainscape. But actually it's not, because I'm going to be calling it here for today's stream so that I can get to work on my Leagues review. Because it's scripted out, I just need to actually record it. And we're going to do that tonight. So, bit of a shorter stream today. Gives me a rest. If you couldn't tell, I've been pretty exhausted today. Have not had the energy I usually have on my streams. And I think that is my body's way of telling me to take a bit of a rest. So, the shortest stream in the last very long time. I am going to be calling it there. Thank you all so much for watching. Thanks so much for being a part of the journey. I'm going to find someone to raid over to, and I'll see you guys most likely tomorrow, where we're going to be picking up Grand Mastery on Mainscape. Should be a lot of fun. Also testing out all of the new stuff, because Tumikin's Light got a buff, and Resplendent's got a buff, and I haven't used either of them a single time. Take care, everybody. I'll see you all soon. Who are we raiding today, chat? We are going to raid over to... Let's see here. I'm going to send you guys over to Wash Me 4, who I believe is a gold cloak. I can read a gold cloak. I think it's a gold cloak. I guess we can find out. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.